start at Belmont Park. It is Perth race number 10 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1200 metres, and Ian, a few listed winners in here, a group winner as well. It's a pretty exciting race.
Yeah, it really is. We have horses like the 8 My Sister Little and 10 Ideal Image that have a great record on paper. Very similar as well. My Sister Little with 8 starts and a listed victory. Ideal Image with 9 starts and a listed victory. And then, of course, Mad Brad, who was probably a bit too far back in the Bolton, but previous form was outstanding.
King Closet looks just a little bit out of its depth in this race, but it's a really good win last start, and it has won 4 races now from the 9 starts. So let's take a look at that victory last start.
Straightens in front of Inoc. Silver Magic Ships putting in her run, brushing with King Closet, trying to bullock into the clear. He's getting through now, and here comes Prohurst Express with Common Approach behind them. At the 200, King Closet reached the lead. Prohurst Express wants to run in. It's King Closet about a length in front. Prohurst Express looks to have peaked on his run. King Closet kept going close to home by Turner. It's King Closet for the prize.
Terrific performance again by King Closet. You mentioned that strike rate. That is a strike rate of a great horse. 4 wins, 3 seconds from 9 starts. But unfortunately, with the weight and the wide barrier, I really don't give it much hope.
Number 1, Mad Brad, of course, the winner of the Batavia Sprint, came third in the Bowfine, was only beaten 1 length by Rock Magic, with Clint Johnson Porter to ride. Just a 57.5 kilos, drawn nicely as well.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, those performances, the Batavia Sprint and Bowfine Runner, it would win it if it produced those type of performance. Last start was just caught too far back. The bar plate's coming off, nice inside barrier. I really think Mad Brad will be hard to beat.
Ross Price had Smoko a little bit earlier in the day, which we had question marks around as well. My Sister Lil, she's a talented galloper, but you have to have question marks again with the way that she ended her last campaign with those 2 runs. There was clearly some issues.
Yeah, look, I'm not too sure what happened there. But I'm banking it on the first up run. Behind Antique Bell and the Jungle Mist, Cool Trade was second. And My Sister Lil was enormous. And I think with the conditions predicted on the weekend, I think she'll be hard to beat.
What about Kiwanzo, a horse that loves to attack the line first up? The trial was good as well. What are you expecting first up?
Yeah, should be thereabouts. Great first up record, as you mentioned, and loves this Belmont circuit. So from the inside barrier, they just need a bit of shelter, and I think they can win.
Let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 1, Mad Brad, from number 2, Petrol Power, number 6, Kiwanzo, and number 7, Moon Search at some nice odds, 1, 2, 6, 7.
8, My Sister Lil on top from number 1, Mad Brad, 10, Ideal Image, and number 6, Kiwanzo.
Race number 6, it is Perth. Race number 12 for our Singapore viewers. It's the West Speed 3-year-old plate over 1,000 metres. And I know that there's a field of 10, but I am really looking forward to London Line v Hot Goods. Yeah, this is a coin flip as far as I'm concerned, and probably one of the highlights of the day. Hot Goods, well, it went out, I think, with shin soreness right when it was building to a winnable Saturday race. And it comes here off a very impressive trial, whereas the one London Line, well, its form in its first campaign was first class. Well, let's take a look at that trial that you touched upon. A 3-length winner. Lucy Warwick didn't touch Hot Good at all. Well, let's look at it now.
Coming to the outside is High T. Snout switches back to the cutaway and starting to run on again as they head down the straight now for Mears. Is Let's Go Disco. Nothing else is really making any ground. Giano, Radiant Smile and War Power lead the rest, but it's Hot Goods down the straight. Lucy is sitting quietly as they race towards the 100, and it's out, it's off, it's gone. They go towards the line. Hot Goods is going to win clearly. Second, High T. Third past the post was Radiant Smile.
Just has phenomenal gate speed, Hot Goods, and from the wide barrier, which doesn't look great on paper, with its gate speed, I don't think it will be an issue at all. It's about whether it can maintain that pace up front and maintain that ascendancy over a galloper like London Line. I'm sure it can. We just need to see it get it done.
You mentioned London Line and the form lines, and we've seen what Chansey's been able to do at Belmont Park this campaign. Of course, beat Chansey in the listed supremacy, was finished 4th in the Perth Stakes behind Lucky Street as well. The form lines are there, and William Pike rides.
Yeah, and the trial was very impressive as well. I think the second fastest on the day. Comes into this with a career record weight versus the rest of the opposition. Certainly is punished on the handicapping system, but deservedly so, I think, with its best form. And as you mentioned, the form lines through the supremacy. Ahead of Chansey, also Showy Chloe was third in that race. So, yeah, great form lines there.
Number 3, Sporting Image, finished third first up at 1 length behind Universal Law, but I thought this galloper had a lot of improvement, and especially coming back to the 1,000.
Yeah, it was called 3 wide, no cover throughout, and the finish was very good. Interesting to see how it progresses here. Barrier 1 should get a nice coddled run in transit.
If there's a huge blowout in this race, number 2, Crypto Kid, Martin Knox trained, Kate Fitzgerald to ride, so just the 52 kilos. And I thought, again, dropping back from the 1,200 to the 1,000 metres with the speed that this horse has, could hold on.
Yeah, it did a huge job last start to actually stick on over the 1,200 metres and drops 4 kilograms down to 52. and back down to the 1,000 metres where it hasn't been before, where it was trialling very impressively out. I think Crypto Kid is a great chance of winning this.
And let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 7, Hot Goods, from number 1, London Line, number 3, Sporting Image, and I'm throwing in number 8, Culver in there for Fred Kersey, 7-1-3-8.
Yeah, same trifecta as you, just a different order, with 1, London Line on top from number 7, Hot Goods, number 3, Sporting Image, and the 2, Crypto Kid.
Race number 7, it is Perth, race number 13 for our Singapore viewers, and is the race replays now free on pr.com handicap over the 1,000 metres. A great initiative there for all of our followers as well. You can go to the Perth Racing website now and access all of the videos for free, as the name suggests there. So no excuse not to look at your replays now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll have a big increase in traffic now. You get to view the trials and all the races, so at any time you wish, should really help you get on top of your form.
Well, just in case you have missed the replay and you haven't gone to the website yet, let's fill you in with Rule to Win's last start win. Was able to win by a length by Chasing Chaos, ridden by Jordan Turner over the 1,000 metres.
One off the fence at the top of the straight, about to be claimed now by Chasing Chaos, and Vonus getting up on its inside, so it's a line of 3. Rule to Win is starting to stalk just behind those, and then came Cut the Nonsense, 200 left to go. Chasing Chaos, Rule to Win joins it now, and then came Cut the Nonsense, starting to run on strongly. Rule to Win, the leader from Chasing Chaos. Cut the Nonsense's run has come to an end, and Rule to Win came away to score. Rule to Win beat Chasing.
Although it was suited in that race, Rule to Win, the way it was run in the end, I thought the ride by Jordan Turner was outstanding. He settled on the fence and took his opportunity when it came, rolled off and got the job done. The form lines through that race are a bit mixed. We've had a few runners fail from that race, but Queen of Choice won during the week. And I think with the amount of speed in this race, Rule to Win will be hard to beat again.
Nightingale Road is a horse that has hurt so many punters over so long, but with the way that conditions are looking, with the speed that could be in this race, William Pike to ride as well. I mean, Barrier 1's a small concern for me, but I can just see this horse flying home late.
Yeah, I'm expecting that to happen as well. 2 stats, 1 good, 1 bad for Nightingale Road. The first good, William Pike, is responsible for all 3 victories for Nightingale Road. The bad, this will be its 15th start in the city and it hasn't won yet, and only 6 placings. So not a great strike rate, but hey, William Pike, he can almost beat any statistic.
Number 6, Born Supremacy, a winner over the 1,000 metres, and we saw a good run behind Calabria Joe over the 1,000 as well. The 2 runs that have been a bit iffy have been over the 1,300, and I just think the horse doesn't want to run that distance. Back to the 1,000 here, I think this is Born Supremacy's best distance.
Yeah, and I think with the amount of speed in this race, the barrier is actually really quite nice for Born Supremacy. As long as they don't go forward, they can just settle back and hopefully run over the top of gallopers. Last start, it was only about a length from Red Aura. And as you mentioned, the 1,000 metre form looks a lot better on paper.
You put a line through Arnie Zellmer's last start, and then you start to look at the form lines with Vonus, Spiritual Eyes, and those types of animals too, which have been racing so well. I think Arnie Zellmer's a real chance with Lucy Warwick to ride.
Yeah, certainly is. She's only been on it once when it was just beaten by Malibu Style and Prophet Street. So I think with her getting back on, dismiss that last run, the form looks very good. I think this is another sweeper to be considered.
Let's take a look at the selections then for race number 7. I'm going to be tipping number 5, Nightingale Road, from number 11, Chasing Chaos, number 9, Auntie Zelma, and number 6, Born Supremacy, 5-11-9-6.
I'm 9, Auntie Zelma on top from number 6, Born Supremacy, number 2, Rule to Win, and the 5, Nightingale Road.
Race number 8, it is Perth. Race number 14 for our Singapore viewers. It's over the 1,400 metres. And we do get to see an informed galloper, Penella Miss, which beat Red Aura by 2 lengths, which has come out and won since.
And it was one of the best sectionals differential I've seen for some time. It was remarkable. Penella Miss has come back this campaign. She's ready to win some big races because what she did was outstanding. Small query though, stepping up to the 1,400 metres, compounding with the 4 kilograms that rises. But from what I saw, I think she'll be very hard to beat.
It was a brilliant ride by Ryan Hill on that day as well. Let's take a look at that victory.
The straight, 350 to run. Shostakovich, the leader from Mr. Motown. Secret Nova coming to the outside, and so's Born Supremacy. Capanda Castle Retreat, Red Aura running on with Pernilla Miss getting a split. Mr. Motown in front with 150 to go. Pernilla Miss, Born Supremacy. Red Aura, Capanda on the inside though. Pernilla Miss cut through, got the inside run from Mr. Motown. First 3 winners have come along the exact same path.
Just ultra impressive there, Penella Miss, and just the way she finished and crossed the line. There was more to come, which makes me think the 1,400 metres won't be an issue. Slight concern with the addition of the 4 kilograms, but look, I think she'll go very close to winning this.
We talked about some horses that have hurt the pockets. Number 1, Eurosun has certainly done that in recent times, but We know that the horse is consistent, and with Joey as a party riding for Simon Miller, I think it's right in the mix.
Yeah, and stepping up to the 1400 metres is certainly a positive. 1200's a bit too short, has a great record at this distance. No knock for me. I think it'll be hard to beat.
Number 9, Rattlehead, a winner 2 starts ago, was beaten by Phantom Choice last up. It was drawn in barrier 14, moves into barrier 2 with a 55.5. I think we're starting to see the best of this horse.
Absolutely. I'm really sure that it'll beat Phantom Choice coming to this run from that favourable barrier, the 2.5 kilograms. I think Rattlehead is about to take the next step.
Let's take a look at selections then for the final race of the day. I'm going to be tipping number 3, Penella Miss, from number 9, Rattlehead, number 1, Eurosun, and number 4, Ricky Tiki Tavi, 3914.
Yeah, same first 4 as you. I'm with the 3, Penella Miss, from number 9, Rattlehead, the 4, Ricky Tiki Tavi, and number 1, Eurosun.
Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of Box Seats, so it's time now to take a look at the best bets. And as we said at the start, I thought it was really hard to find those best bets. I'm going to go with race 6, number 7, Hot Goods, and race 7, number 5, Nightingale Road.
We have a bit of a clash there, but I'll go with race 5, number 8, My Sister Lil, and the clash with yours, with Nightingale Road. I'm race 7, number 9, Auntie Zelma.
As we've said on previous programs, make sure you do follow us via social media, Perth Racing on Facebook, also Twitter and Instagram. And we mentioned just before as well, now with the replays being available, do visit the website perthracing.com.au. They certainly do help you with the form.
Absolutely, gives you a better insight as to what's happened. So once you review the meeting, you can see what was unlucky, what was a great winner, and plan ahead.
A cracking race day at Belmont Park on Saturday. Hopefully we found you a few winners. Bye for now.